I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, 8, read.
54 Mike. You're trapped.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
They'll set up to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Ready? 58 for Mike. It's out of time. It's out of time.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Trucks over it, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
61, matchbox lights. Check, 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 check. Time to buy.
On second down, it's Hunt, and this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Set. 10-2 start. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw here. Cooper's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready. Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Check.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And an alley to run. He'll get and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. This
will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lock it.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A give running right is Chubb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. On second down, Love. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stepping up, he'll try and run. There he goes, left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll get this to Sharp on the jet sweep. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Push him back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. They run again with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run again with Hunt. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, D. Hey, Charlie.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Cooper. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's put that team on. Be careful.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
Now Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watch the screen. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 96 is coming.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 50.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
We got this.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And again, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat than here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Now it's Hunt. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A 1 yard gain there following the 3 yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
A 35-yard attempt.
Ready.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. On the run, this is Hunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not